take my talents on to the dojo today. So tag along. I'm going to do a little bit of chit chat and getting y'all caught up on where Lost Boys been these past couple of weeks, if not months. You know what I'm saying? So where do I begin? Last year was chaotic. Had 2 strokes, changed the game, and as a result of that, you know, it's also changed my direction on what I want to do at the gym and whatnot. So as you guys know, I used to be a ride or die powerlifter and everything like that. I've kind of transitioned out of that dynamic. Spent the past couple of months just doing some lifestyle training, really getting back into the groove of, you know, Josh, why do you like being in the gym? Like, you know, you're so much more than the gym and what you're able to produce in there and just how strong you are. So what else do you want to, you know, really tackle in your endeavors with this healthy living stuff? So for me, like, you know, I've had some soul searching and stuff too, you know, really did that internal work as well. And made that decision just to go ahead and really commit to doing bodybuilding. You know, 2027 is really looking like that year that I want to do that. I have some personal things that I'm working on while I'm here in Houston as well too. Some big business moves, more to come on that. But specifically, my focus as it relates to the gym is just gearing up and mentally preparing for what is bodybuilding as a whole. You know, over the years, so many people have asked me like, hey bro, you should compete. And I think it's important just to call out just straight out the gates that bodybuilding isn't just like, oh, you're the biggest dude in the room or woman in the room or whatever the case may be. It's an art. You know, you're refining your physique. There's a lot of mental stress and strain that you're putting on your body. It isn't just going in there eating a bunch of food and saying, oh, I'm the biggest dude in the room. You know what I'm saying? So when I really think about it and I did that homework and really looked at it, it's so much more. It's a bigger process. You're really trying to be an Olympian physique-wise, man. And for me, it was like, you know, I've been pushing the boundaries on what I'm able to do at my weight, at my height, you know, from a powerlifting standpoint. You know, in my mind, it's like, how great can I look if I really took myself seriously? How great could I look, you know, if the mental is on point, if my diet is on point, you know? My coach has been on my ass for years about like, Josh, like, man, you got it. You just got to lock in, you know, you got it. And I'm like, back then I just wasn't committed, you know, but, you know, this competition bug that I have within me, like, it just can't like go away and just hide away or anything like that. It's part of who I am, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I might not do that baller football type of shit or anything like that, but it will be something where it's like, hey, Josh is going to be pushing his body to a different level. Yeah, he isn't going to be moving big heavy ass weight like you guys are accustomed to seeing, but it's going to be, hey bro, like he's doing this with the understanding like when he gets done, he's going to look the best that he's ever looked before, you know. And so for me, that's where I really think about as I'm transitioning into this next phase with this whole lifting dynamic and everything like that, man. I think one of the other challenges that, you know, goes without saying is, you know, with the changing environment, you know, moving from Florida to Houston, you know, you lose your gym community, physically speaking, not necessarily, you know, spiritually or, you know, friendship-wise, whatever. It's just that physical understanding that, you know, my brothers and sisters that were with me down at, you know, Tampa Powerhouse, North Florida Ave, they got my back and everything. I've had to really take that time and put trust into new individuals that are training next to me every day. It's required me to get out of my introverted shell and break out a little bit more, you know, so it's very much, you know, a great opportunity to be in an environment where it's consistently pushing you to be, you know, not necessarily a different version of yourself, but a more refined, better, networked up version of yourself. You know what I'm saying?